Hi, hope everyone's having a good evening. It's about 7:20 here in America. I'm in the central time zone. I hope everyone's having a good evening and a Shabbat Shalom to everyone out there. The evening, or as they say, the Erev has just about came on here, so the Shabbat uh, restrictions are over, as they say, and may the Lord continue to bless each and every one of you. Behind me, of course, is the Great Mission Impossible Part 6 poster. And I will be decorating with more posters and regalia as the weeks go on ahead. I figured I'd discuss a little bit as we wait for some people to participate or send in questions out there. Anyone wants to send in any questions or participate, go ahead. And special welcome to Twin Peaks guy. God, I don't know his names. I think it's James. I'm trying to get to the bottom of your dispute between Cameron and yourself and others, gentlemen's like Voltaire and gentlemen's or gentle ladies like Jamie. I find something like this fascinating because obviously I followed the Obnoxious Anonymous Cameron channel for a while, and I know that you were that this gentleman James in particular was on something called Twin Peaks Thought of the Day that Cameron hosted. Then he started his own shows, and I was wondering if that's where all this vitriol between the two of them has come on. Uh, I'm trying to get the idea. Is it Cameron that's making more of something, or is there actually something to it? I know Cameron was bitter that someone had booked a guest that he had wanted on his. So I think that seems like fair game. So maybe people can bring me up to speed. What exactly is going on with that? About 2 minutes into my live stream. Looking forward to building up my viewership a little bit so I can get some more people participating. So if you're out in the live chat or you're just dropping in, go ahead and write your messages down below and I'll be sure to see them. Anyway, as what usually happens, I talk about some of the movies and things I've been working on lately. First of all, I think I might as well, in full transparency, say that I'm negotiating a deal for a screenplay that I wrote. I'm handling all the negotiations myself. Decided to fire my literary agent and my other agent and my attorney. And I have to take a lot more phone calls and hear a little bit more behind the scenes. It just goes to show you that these people do and will work with you, even if you don't have a literary agent, if your words and ideas are something that they want to have. And they want to have my story. So they are making, I don't know, back end deals with me or, back alley deals. I don't really know how to say it other than I've been fielding calls from a variety of directors and producers the last couple weeks and looking forward to getting a deal done that benefits me. Now, at the end of the day, do I want the story to be out there? Yeah, I do. I want to see my life on film. I want to see the achievements that I've done put to a good story and cleaned up for film. But do I want to only make 25,000 from it? No, I'd rather not have my life on film for only 25,000. And to be quite frank, some of the offers are a little bit higher than 25,000. Makes me even consider it slightly, but at the end of the day, I think my story is worth like closer to 2.5 million. So there's a lot of ground to be made up between 25 grand and 2.5 billion. So until the numbers go more in my favor, or I get more of a deal where I'll get a percentage of the streaming rights, or I'll get a percentage of the gross, but let's be honest, it's probably not going to get more than 15-20 million dollars at the domestic box office, and I would be surprised if my story catches on internationally. So that means, I'm asking for something that's unrealistic. So somewhere between 25,000 and 2.5 million is where I'll sign. I'm not going to say where. I'd ideally like to have it be around at least 300,000. So we've had a couple offers get to that stage, and to be frank, I just don't feel that I want to sign with someone that's not the best movie producer, right? So we're waiting that out, and as we're waiting for it, I got my DVDs and Blu-rays that came in. that I showed on last time's show, and I started watching Insidious, and I really didn't like it. Really didn't like it. So anyone wants to make an offer on Insidious, the DVD for me, I'll sell it to you for like $3. I bought it for 5. Really not into it. Just want to get some kind of money recouped on it. So if anyone's out there seeing Insidious, can you give me something to look for in the movie? Because I think it's not enjoyable at all. I like maybe Patrick Wilson and Rose Byrne. That's about it so far. And the kid's kind of creeping me out too. I don't know what's wrong with that punk. But yeah, man. Hope we get some people out here in the live chat. Let's see what this button does. I don't know. A bunch of different. Yeah, I'm hitting all these buttons on here. Sorry, guys. And then you got this. This thing right here is a dog. Dog talking to me, talking to you. So, Honey Boo Boo, what did we watch last night, Honey Boo Boo? Did we watch Children of the Corn? No, we didn't watch Children of the Corn. We watched Children of the Corn 2. And we were trying to get into Children of the Corn. We were trying to get to Children of the Corn 3, but the sleep monster came and attacked me. Anyone out there ever talked to Paul Scheer, Scheer, from Children of the Corn 2, or ever see him at a convention, or ever see Terrence Knox at a Children of the Corn or a horror convention of any kind? I really would like to interview them or talk to anyone that's ever talked to them before. One of my main goals is start the He Who Walks Behind the Rose Fest. The He Who Walks Behind the Rose Fest will be a Children of the Corn horror convention. So I'm looking forward to that. Hope everyone out there tonight. Might as well do a review of a movie as I'm just sitting here. The Jackal. I watched The Jackal the other day. I didn't finish the special features on it because they're quite worth a lot. Now, I got The Jackal on a 3-disc DVD or 3-movie DVD set. And on that 3-movie DVD set, I received 3 Bruce Willis movies. Mercury Rising, which I've never seen in its entirety, and I enjoyed it. I'll review that another time. A Harold Becker movie is Mercury Rising. So for James out there, you saw Malice. Did you enjoy it? And then we got a third movie. Third movie out there was The Jackal. Now, The Jackal, I had seen in theaters years back. Bruce Willis must have really liked this character because there are some things in this movie that he doesn't usually do in movies. He has a scene where he plays like he's a gay guy going out to a nightclub, and he's like Frenching on some dude and trying to seduce some dude. And you don't see Bruce Willis doing that role too much. So this is a role he clearly enjoyed, or he clearly wanted to play, regardless, and he didn't edge out, different content from being part of the role. So that is always interesting to see. There's about 30 different costumes in the movie. Different costumes looks. Kind of looks, one of them like the Bruce Willis, costume at the end of 12 Monkeys. That's kind of interesting to see. So what's the Jackal? The Jackal is his code name. Jackal's a good code name. It always is in movies such as Dirty Rotten Scoundrels and the original Day of the Jackal. The original was made by the great director Fred Zinnemann. Famous book, Day of the Jackal. And so this movie was made roughly 35 years after the original Day of the Jackal. 25 years after the original Day of the Jackal came out. Now, the 90s for Bruce Willis kind of blend together. Some people are like, oh, Siege, Mercury Rising, Jackal, all these different movies. But Jackal's a pretty specific movie. You got Diane Venora playing a Russian lady with a scar. You got Sidney Poitier, in his role. After his long break, he made Shoot to Kill, where he plays an FBI agent pursuing whatever. And in what would that be? In Sneakers, I don't remember his role specifically, but that's similar, kind of a thriller, but that's more of a techno thriller, where the other one's a wild outdoors thriller. And then the final movie of his like comeback, I guess you would call it, was The Jackal. And he plays pretty much the same character he played in Shoot to Kill. And I don't know, it's kind of like he's convincing himself when he's doing these interviews, like, oh yeah, I brought on to. The only reason I'm doing this is the character is somewhat unique. And I don't find the character to be very unique. I find his performance to be good as this character, but I don't find the character to be unique whatsoever. That's quite a cast just there. Venora, Bruce Willis, and Sidney Poitier, three fine actors. Then you get Richard Gere, and he's playing an Irish guy named Declan something or other. So that's a little bit of a yeah, I guess Richard Gere does the best that he can of the Irishman. The Irishman. Wasn't the name recognition at that point, but like Liam Neeson would have been really good as that role. I believe he's Irish, so I don't know. A little confused how they figure Richard Gere is the best guy to play this Irishman, especially the Scotsman, Michael Caton Jones. I'm a fan of his work. He did This Boy's Life. He did City by the Sea, which he does the commentary for. I have that one too. That was an underperforming movie, underrated, with McDormand, De Niro, and James Franco. Now, The Jackal. Getting to that with Richard Gere, Bruce Willis, who else? Jack Black, in a pretty cool little role. Jack Black and Matilda May. For all you fans of Life Force out here, Matilda May wears a lot more clothing in this movie, but she does a pretty darn good role, and she's involved in it the whole movie. So that's the main reason I got Jackal, is I want to see Matilda May, and I did enjoy watching this movie, and I did enjoy her performance in it. And did I love The Jackal? No, but I could put it on anytime and watch it. I feel that it's got enough going for it that it's entertaining. And J.K. Simmons is in it in a small role. Very underdeveloped or, basic role for him. So I would give The Jackal a pretty high score if I could. I really did enjoy it. See what's going on here in the chat. Well, we ain't having much of a chat out here. That's all right. Got my doggy on chat. So I watched Raising Cain the other day, and I feel like I'm gonna watch the DVD special feature of some other parts of it too. So glad I reviewed The Jackal briefly, and that will shut down this live stream for now. Looking forward to live streaming again in the next hours or maybe tomorrow. Got the Academy Awards tomorrow. I don't really have any predictions. But I do think it will be a show with a lot of surprises. And I do think there will be a host. They just haven't announced it yet. So we'll see who that host is. I may live stream maybe a little bit during the show tomorrow. And one more thing I wanted to point out. What was it? Live streaming. Oh, if anyone wants to participate in any of these shows, I feel like setting up a bunch of different guests and discussing movies. I may be doing that soon. Oh, let's say goodbye. Want to say goodbye? Who's that? Is that you? Is that you? Yeah. Well, that's my dog. I don't know if I was aiming it right. Also, yeah, so leave me know if you have got Mission Impossible 6 on a Blu-ray or DVD. Looking to get some good special features on that. And other than that, I might make a commentary video a little bit later from now. Depends on how my energy is and all that. I did have one more thing I wanted to point out. Oh, yeah, tell me if you guys see the Raising Cain Special Edition DVD Blu-ray, which version you like, right? So those are some things we can all work on together. And I also got Betrayed, the not the racist movie with Deborah Ringer and Tom Berenger. And I don't remember it being so slow to begin with. And I may have to go online and read what the plot is, because as it was going, I was like, "Yo, where's the content in this?" I didn't want to watch just some conventional drama, which is how it kind of starts. So I'm gonna come and check out this stuff a little bit more. Hope y'all having a good evening out there, or a good day wherever you are. There's some tea and crumpets out there in Jamesland, and have a wonderful evening. I'm looking forward to checking out some of these movies and seeing where the evening presents are. Say goodbye now, baby. Oh, you your boy, yeah.